for joining me, my podcast, Superstar Strategies for Success. I'm your host, Shirley Hendricks, and we're going to talk about the 10 important steps in starting a business, okay? So let's get into it. First, I want to talk about the SBA, the Small Business Administration. I want to show you how they define a small business. They say a small business is an independent business having fewer than 500 employees. Well, that rule there needs to be changed. 500 employees, I would love to have 500 employees. Okay, then it begins to say running a small business can be a person's full-time job. It can be something they do in addition to another job that serves as their primary employment. And I say yes, if you are a small business and you have something else on the side, then yes, you're already ahead of the game. So if you feel like you need to have that other residual income, that side income that helps you in your livelihood as far as your personal business, then yes, do that while you pursue your dreams as a small business owner. And that way you're separating those two. So you're already ahead of the game, superstar. So keep it moving, okay? So we're going to talk about the steps in starting a business. And I love business, and I love encouraging other business owners to pursue your dreams of becoming a business owner. It is simple and it's easier than you think. You just need to keep things in order. And I'm going to try to give you those 10 things. If you keep those in line, then you can win, okay? So begin with the general type of business that you want to start. Is this business a retail? Is it a wholesale? Are you serving products, or are you selling services? Whichever they may be, you want to make sure that you know exactly what it is that you want to do. Trying to accumulate a lot of things into one is not a good idea. You want to make sure you have that one thing that you work on starting out, and then you build on to your business as you go along, okay? So also, you will need a business name. This is something that's so much so much of an idea that you have so many things going on in your head. You don't know, what do I call my business? So you do want to ponder on that. You want to share that with friends and family, and you want to just get some ideas if this name is something that goes along with what you're wanting to do. As far as your business. So make sure you select a name that fits what your business is about. You don't want to have a name and a person comes up to this business and it's totally different from what this business is offering. Okay, so make sure you get it. You talk with family, friends, and your attorney and accountant, and make sure you come up with the right name for your business. Okay, next, you want to select, after you select that business name, you want to go to see if this name has been taken, because this is where you will have to make sure that if this name is not taken, you're able to use it. So you go to the IRS.gov and put in under the trademark, put in that name. And if that name doesn't show up, then you are able to have that name. But once again, once you select that name and you make it your own while putting it on logos, website, and things like that, you want to make sure that this name will be with you forever, as long as your business is going along, because you don't want to start with the name and then figure out later on in 2 or 3 months that this is not the name that I really want my business to be called. So think hard and heavily on that, because once you start putting it on your logos and your business cards and things like that, you want to make sure that you keep it, because if you do have to change that name, you could possibly lose your audience. So when people are excited, when they do that launch with you, when they do that ribbon cutting with you, and they're excited about this name, they're passing that name along. But if you happen to go and change that name and no one else can figure out, is this the name or is it not, then you're throwing off your audience. So be careful about when you select that name, because you want to have a commitment to that name of your business and keep that name for all the purposes that you're serving it for, okay? So I love the name change, because the name of your business, because it's a lot of fun in trying to figure out, what should I call my baby, my new baby business name. So what would I call it? But make sure you go to the IRS.gov and check to make sure that that name has not been taken, okay? Another exciting part of starting a business is the location. So as you know, in Business 101, what they say is location, location, location. So you want to make sure that the location that you pick out is somewhere that you really feel homey to, okay? So find your area, get out, drive around, see what it is that you want to locate as far as your business. Take some friends, family around, and see what type of area that you may want to be located in. Now, here's the thing, is what I do when I put myself into a place of, if this is where I want to, have my business, I look at my surroundings and I want to make sure that if I'm comfortable, my customers should be comfortable with this area. Also, I look at the parking places. Sometimes we don't think about that. If a customer can't get into your business for service, then you may lose some customers because of the parking. So make sure you have a good location, well lit, where customers can come in and out freely, and they can visit and take advantage of your services that you have with you. Okay, so make sure that if you have to have people to say, hey, I'm looking for this type of building, I don't need it this big. It could be this size. If you hear anything, if you see anything, let me know. And also, will you pass this information on to others that I'm looking for a location? And before you know it, you'll have the perfect spot. You just have to ask people and ask questions and let people know what it is that you're looking for. Okay? Okay, great. Now, my next part is having an accountant. Just like we mentioned location 3 times, I'm going to mention accountant 3 times. Accountant, accountant, accountant. Okay? Accountant is something that I look at that's accountable, helping you stay accountable for your business. I, on the other hand, have 2 accountants. I really do, because I don't like the paperwork. So I make sure that my business stay legit and is working in both hands, and that I'm looking after my business, okay? Because once you start, even when you start your business and you start getting things, buying, purchasing things, hold on to those receipts. Put those receipts in a shoebox, put it in a binder, put it someplace where you can have it, because even the start of your business will serve a purpose at the end of the year when you do your taxes. So make sure you keep up with paperwork. I don't like paperwork. I'll take it and I'll put it somewhere where at the end of the year, like I have ready now, I have it ready for my accountant to go through, okay? Also, it serves a good purpose that if you happen to be audited, that paperwork is in that box and everybody is on, all minds are clear with it, right? So make sure that you do that. That plays an important part of your business, is having a really good accountant. And if you need some help with finding what accountant I use, who are the ones that I use, I will gladly forward that information on to you. I've been satisfied with my accountants. So make sure that, we do that. We lost a lot of money. A lot of small businesses lost a lot of money back when COVID hit, and it was because they did not have the proper paperwork. They were not set up properly. Their tax numbers were not, maybe done properly. So you want to make sure that everything is done properly. A lot of people really lost out on that because of not having the accountant. And at the end of the year, you also want to know your real-time revenue. What is my profit and my loss? That's in real time. You want to know the money that you make, or you want to know if my business is losing and what do I need to do moving forward. Okay, so that plays a lot into your business. So make sure that you take care of that. Also, if you're doing a business from home, you can get some tax write-offs for that, for having a business out of your home. But you also need to make sure that your home is zoned, that the variance zone is compatible to what you're doing. So you want to make sure, you go to your city hall and let them know what you're doing, and make sure that you have the proper permits, proper paperwork, everything is in order. and you're good to go. The way that I like to run business is I just go to my store and I run my business. I don't want to be thinking, I hope nobody's knocking at my door, or I don't want anybody sending me letters. I don't like letters, for one. I don't like people sending me letters. I don't like to feel like I have to look over my shoulder. So I do my stuff correctly. And once we get into that mindset that you're not going to be able to get over anything, when you get in that mindset, you will do better. Because if you try to run a game or do things out of order, it will come back to bite you. So starting a business is so exciting. When you get in your business, it's exciting. When you go in there every day and everything, all minds are clear, you're just ready to work, it's very exciting. So do things the proper and correct way, okay? So that's on the home business. So the next thing is selecting how your business legal name is going to be, a legal type. So there are a few types of business that you have to do. And this, again, your accountant is going to help you with that. One is a sole proprietorship, and that's a single owner, right? Your next one is a limited liability corporation, which is an LLC. And a lot of business owners take advantage of that. And there are some advantages of taking on the LLC. And please do speak with your accountant concerning that. The next one is a corporation, which it can include several businesses that you may have, and you may want to form all those businesses into a corporation, which is great if you want to do that. So there's another type of filings that needs to take place. Your accountant will have to do another type of filings for the corporation and get that in place, okay? And your numbers would change, and we'll talk about that along the way. Another important factor is to apply for your federal tax ID number, which is your employer ID number. As soon as you've gotten the name of your business and this is the name that you're going to stick with, then you're going to want to apply for your federal tax ID number. And this number serves as your identifier of your business. It serves as an identifier. So you want to apply for that. This will help with your taxes if you have to pay taxes. This number also serves as a number for when you're hiring employees. And also the best part of this is it's free. So why not apply for your federal tax ID number? You're going to need it. You will need it moving forward in business, because in order to open up a checking account, a business checking account, you will need it for that. Applying for a bank loan or applying to a lender, you will need it. So as soon as you decide on what name you're going to call your business, go over to the federal side and apply for that ID number. Again, you will not have to pay anything for this number. Just apply it to your business, okay? Your next thing is you're going to need to apply for your state and sales tax permit. Everybody in a state, if you're working, you'll need to apply for this tax ID number. This is your sales tax. So what I just got through talking about, the employer ID, that was for your federal. And now we're talking about for your state. Everybody wants taxes. There's just no way out of us getting out of taxes. And, but that's the way of the world. Sometimes customers, I think, don't realize that small businesses have to pay taxes. So if we have to pay taxes, we have to charge our customer taxes and pay those taxes back to the state. And that's just how it comes off of you guys, off us, and then it goes to the state tax, to your local state tax place. You will need to apply for that. You also need to make sure that when you apply for that online, and that's where you apply for it. This online is easy. You apply for it, and then you set it up as how you want to pay your taxes. So you can pay your taxes several ways. You can pay for it monthly, you can pay for it quarterly, or you can pay for it bi-yearly. Monthly meaning that you'll pay for your taxes every month, quarterly every 3 months, and bi-yearly is every 6 months. So the way you set it up, that's how they will acknowledge that, and they will send you out they'll send you out a reminder that it's time for you to pay your taxes. And they give you a grace period. Once they send you out that reminder, it doesn't mean that you need to immediately pay for it. That means they're giving it's time for you to pay for it, and be looking forward to sending that in, shortly. So they give you a grace period on it. This is another way just to keep track of your taxes that, that comes in as far as what you sell. They can combine that with what you do at the end of the year. So make sure you look at that and take advantage of doing it best way that it fits you. You may not want to pay taxes monthly. You may not want to pay it quarterly. Or, just whichever way fits your pocket and fits the way that you run your business. That's how I would set it up. Okay. Getting a business checking account is next, because after you have all of this done, now you're ready to have your own business checking account. Okay. And that's exciting too, because now your business name is showing up on everything, not only on your business cards or on your website. It's showing up now as a business. So you're looking so legit right now that you're loving it. So this is where having that tax ID number, that federal tax ID number, that's where it comes in, because you cannot open up a business checking account unless you have that. So the banks wants to make sure that you are doing things legitimately, and it keeps everybody in line. So you're not able to open up that without having that federal tax ID number. Now, I do want to share having, you may not want, you're saying, well, why should I get a business checking account? I have a personal account. Well, here's the thing, and here's where a lot of business owners kind of mess up, right? You cannot combine your personal money with your business money. If you try to combine that, there is no way you're going to see how much money you're making, or what your store is doing, or what your business is making. You're not going to know that. That is a bad move. That is, I'm going to say it again, it's a really bad move to try to work off of your personal money. You cannot dump the two together. It does not mix. Okay? It doesn't mix. So open up your business checking account and work off your business. Work your business off whatever money comes in and goes out on the checking account. Do not add that to that, because if you do that, you're already losing. It's not that's just not a good mix to do. A business checking account give you more respect. It's more respectable and accountable for your business. So make sure that you do try to just avoid that altogether. When you open up that business account, just avoid it altogether with, adding it with your personal account. That was one lesson that I had to learn, and my husband was the one to teach me that. He said, if you go into the red and you feel like we're going to have to go into our personal account, then it's time to shut it down. And I did have a business that went into the red like that, and I had to shut it down, and I cried like a baby. Because we agreed upon that, and it makes sense. Because if you start pulling money out of your house, then your house may start falling, and then what do you have left? So that was a good note. I appreciate him giving me that, learning experience. Okay. The next thing is obtaining your license and permits wherever you're located, wherever your store is located or business is located. Then you want to make sure that you have the right proper permits for your area, for your store. So you want to make sure you want to talk to City Hall, and you want to talk to the zoning areas, and just make sure if there's anything else that I need, let me know. The other thing is ask your accountant or your attorneys. So you're going to have to ask questions, guys. I know sometimes we don't know what we should have, but that's when you have to ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions, because that's going to save you in the long run. You don't want anything coming to your business and it says this permit has not been filed. Now you've been penalized. Then you don't want that, right? That's something I don't want to do. That sounds like wasted money to me. So do it from the beginning. Ask everybody what it is that you need. Ask, other business owners. Don't be afraid to ask other business owners or anyone who's in whatever area that you're in, you're going to have to do that. That's one thing that we don't do enough of, is that we put out this information, but yet and still we get people to say that we didn't know this or no one told me this. Well, we're here to help. We're here to help build your dream. I want to do that. So don't hesitate on not asking questions. I still ask questions. Okay. So those are the things as far as starting a business. Now, on top of that, I'm going to give you a bonus right here. Here's a bonus. Creating a market plan for your business. Before you start selling your products or your services, you will need to put together a plan detailing exactly what you're selling, who you're selling to, defining your competition. You always want to know, your competition, and your accountant can even, not your accountant, your attorney can even do some kind of a data research on the business closely resembling your business, and they can give you some big factual numbers. But see, a lot of people don't know that. I'm telling you this, and I have an attorney. I have a business attorney. So you're going to have to employ some people, and some people will just willing to help you do that. But your attorney can pull some data related to the business that you're doing, and they can give you some numbers that you can put into this market plan, right? Because everybody is really starting out, you're going to need a plan. You're going to need a plan of action, because that serves as a blueprint to what you're doing and what you're going to do for the next couple of years. And that's what it's there for. So defining exactly how you will advertise and promote your products and services during the first year of your business and beyond. Most lenders want you to have a business plan in place, because they want to see where your mind is at as far as how far you're going to take this business, or what do you foresee in doing this business. So I'm going to do another plus. The Minority Pool Alliance, MPUL, is hosting a scheduled event. It's a workshop, and it's called Develop a Business Plan, right? This is February 11th at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So you have to register for this. Here's another thing about my business owners. We don't want to register. We don't want to be educated. I'm going to this just as a refresher, because I'm not going to ever feel like I know everything about business. I love it so much. I want to keep retaining more information. Not only that, I might have forgotten some things that I could be doing, and that will hit a light bulb, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I need to be back on this. I totally forgot this. So business owners, in order for us to grow, you're going to have to, it's just like learning. It's just like in school. You had to you had to do more in school. So in order for you to grow, you're going to have to attend some seminars. You're going to have to attend some workshops. You're going to have to get in the mingle of knowing people and knowing the right people that can get you some other information that your people on your team don't know. So don't hesitate going to these different, various workshops and group mixers. You're going to need that. You're going to need that because people are going to need to know you and what you do and who you are. And that's how that works. That's the secret sauce. You're just going to have to do it. So MPUL again is having a Develop a Business Plan workshop, and that's February 11th. And again, if you need to hit me up with that and get more information about it, you know where to get me. You know where to find me. So this information is what I love to pour out, and I love for small business owners to know this. When I started my business, no one gave me this. That's why this girl is so passionate about it, because I know how it feels sometimes when no one wants to help you move forward or help you, go where you're trying to go. So we're out here. There are people that are out here. We're out here, and we're really, really sincere about doing this for you guys. So Now, this concludes my steps in starting a business. I'm so proud and so thankful that you guys came out to help me with this podcast. I'm so grateful. So you can find me on all, podcast platforms. I'm on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube. You can find me there. And you also can find me at shirley-hendricks.com. That's my website. Just send me some, some information. Send me some suggestions, whatever it is that you need. I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn. And I want to say thanks for tuning in. This is your girl, Shirley Hendricks. You know me, the print guru. I'm your girl boss, author, speaker, coach. And until next time on the podcast, I will see you then. I'm signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye.